I'm back at it. Let's do some more blues scale in the key of C. If somebody says key of C, I think you should be able to jump on a C chord pretty fast, like bam. So you just got to get used to finding that 8th fret, and it's like muscle memory. You just know where that is, and then you instinctively grab your index finger, middle ring, pinky, make your bar chord, and pow! Which is a good starting point because you've got a lot of notes in there you're going to need for rhythm, riffs, and leads. And we're kind of working on the lead part here these days, but let's just make sure you've got that bar chord good. Here's your index finger flat and straight. Bring in middle ring, pinky, and bam. Check it one string at a time. Those are all good notes you're going to need. Maybe think of them as separate notes. Those are all targets. So if you're playing a solo, those are notes that could work over a C chord very well. Make sense? That's super important. Music theory and common sense and just plain sounds good. Any way you want to call it, that's going to work. Let's do some of those moves. We've already done a bunch of stuff like and cool, cool, cool. How about let's do some repeating licks like the So my students ask, how many times should I do it? And I'll write out like a whole line of that over and over. Anytime I write something like that 4 times in a row, it means basically do it times infinity. So there's no end. So the lick I just did is really common. It's a good kind of Jimmy Page, Jimi Hendrix, Ace Frehley sort of lick. If you ever heard of those guys, yeah, this is going to be okay to try. I think it's worth doing. Well, how many notes is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sometimes just counting the notes in a repeating lick kind of gives you something solid to work on. So, here it is. It's a bend and a pull off. Can you find that bend? When you're in the key of C, you want to go, there's that bend. So I'm just starting with that bend, which is 10th fret, 3rd string. It's an F note, bending up to sound like a G. That's a whole step bend. Then you lay your first finger flat. That's a G and a C. That always reminds me of Chuck Berry. So I'm assuming you've heard of Chuck Berry. Okay. All right, index finger flat. So do that a lot. So we're going to do that move. Notice how my index finger isn't going. It's just laying there flat. It's pretty relaxed. It's just resting there. Basically, my hand is just hanging here with my thumb helping take the weight off of my left arm. Now comes the flashy part, our pull-off. That's your pinky on the 11th fret, 2nd string, which is an A sharp, and you're doing a pull-off. So you're kind of just passing the note from 11th fret to 8th fret, and the 8th fret's going to catch it because it's waiting there. So we're going to do a pull-off. Let's put it all together. And one more C on top. 1st string, 8th fret. And that gives that legato effect. It just flows a little more smooth. It's just fun to do and it sounds pretty cool. Sounds also, Eric Clapton uses that a lot. He'll do stuff like jumping around a little bit. That's what we do. It's never point A to point B. It's always a wild trip figuring this stuff out. A wild path. So I'm going to hammer on, pull off, and grab this F. That's the second string, 8th fret, hammering on to 11th fret and pulling off. Then grabbing this F with the ring finger. Or middle, I guess. Or it could be ring. It just reminds me of dribbling a basketball. You got to do it a lot. How many you dribble it once and quit? No, keep doing it every day. This is what I call my hillbilly zoom. Fancy camera work. Let's do the first string like this. That's going 8, 11, 8 on the first string, and then landing on the second string, 11th fret. Hammering on, pulling off. What if you mix them together? Maybe one more. Whoa, 3. Last one is 8, 10, 8, third string. And then we land on the 4th string, 10th fret. So put them all 3 together. Whoa. It's all fun. Okay, I'm going to make this one a little shorter. I will not ramble on quite so long. But thanks for watching. I'm playing through a Marshall Studio 15. This is like a 50s road-worn telly. Doesn't matter. It's all cool. Whatever you play is good.